Now we discuss some important quantities, units and symbols from the chapter Matter in Our Surroundings, the class 9th standard.
Absolutely. Let's dive into those quantities, units, and symbols. Which one would you like to start with? Perhaps temperature?
Yeah, temperature first one. What is the unit and symbol for this temperature?
So, the SI unit for temperature is Kelvin, and its symbol is K. Are you familiar with using Kelvin or do you prefer Celsius?
Often we are using Celsius.
Yes, Celsius is also very commonly used. Would you like to know how to convert between Celsius and Kelvin? To convert from Celsius to Kelvin, you simply add 273.15 to the Celsius temperature. So, for example, if the temperature is 25 degrees Celsius, in Kelvin, it would be 25 plus 273.15, which is 298.15 Kelvin. Does that make sense?
Yes, we go for next quantity.
All right. What's the next quantity you'd like to discuss?
Length.
Okay, for length, the SI unit is the meter and its symbol is M. Do you want to know more about the meter or move on to the next quantity?
We move on to the next quantity, that is mass.
For mass, the SI unit is the kilogram and its symbol is kg. Would you like to know about any other common units for mass?
Oh, tell me that one.
Well, besides the kilogram, grams are often used for smaller masses and tons are used for much larger ones. Are there any specific scenarios you're thinking about where you might use a different unit? Weight is an interesting one. While it's often confused with mass, it's actually a force. So the SI unit for weight is the Newton, symbolized as N. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Great. What's the next quantity on your list?
Often we are confused when what is the mass and what is the weight. Our students also confusing what is the mass and what is the weight. Will you explain clearly to understand these two?
Of course, it's common for students to find these two a bit confusing. Think of mass as the amount of stuff in an object, like the number of bricks in a wall. Weight, however, is how strongly gravity pulls on that stuff. So while your mass stays the same everywhere, your weight could change, like on the moon where the gravity is weaker. Does that distinction help?
Yes.
Great. So we've covered temperature, length, mass, and weight. What else is on your list from the chapter?
We have another one, that is volume.
Volume is an important one. The SI unit for volume is the cubic meter, symbolized as m cube. However, for smaller volumes, liters and milliliters are very commonly used. Are you familiar with those units as well?
Yes.
Good. So we've got temperature, length, mass, weight, and volume covered. Is there anything else on your list, or would you like to discuss something in more detail?
So I have two quantities, that is density and pressure. Explain one by one.
All right. Let's start with density. Density is basically how compact an object is. How much mass is packed into a certain volume. The SI unit for density is kilograms per cubic meter or kg per meter cube. Does that make sense before I move on to pressure?
Yes.
Alright, then let's move on to pressure. Pressure is defined as the force applied per unit area. The SI unit for pressure is the Pascal, symbolized as PA. This unit is named after the French mathematician and physicist Blaise Pascal. Does that clarify pressure for you?
Okay, thank you.
You are most welcome. We've covered quite a few quantities, units, and symbols today. Is there anything else you'd like to go over, or do you have any questions?
Okay, we can stop here. We can discuss next concepts in the next video.
Sounds good. We covered quite a bit of ground today. Let's continue discussing the concepts from the chapter Matter in Our Surroundings in the next video. Have a great day.